Good morning. Today is a Tuesday, and for this vlog I'm going to be reading the book of the month for May that my book club has chosen, and that is the Thursday Murder Club. It is by Richard Osman, and this was actually nominated a few months ago, and I bought it back then because I wanted it to win, but it hadn't. So I was really glad that it got nominated again and then won. This is a book about some residents in a retirement community that meet together on Thursdays to solve like random crimes that up until recently were remote or old. In this peaceful retirement village, four unlikely friends meet weekly in the Jigsaw room to discuss unsolved crimes. Together they call themselves the Thursday Murder Club. There's Red Ron, the infamous former socialist firebrand, still causing trouble. Gentle Joyce, widowed, pining for another resident, but surely not as innocent as she seems. Ibrahim, a former therapist who understands the darker side of human nature. And Elizabeth, well, no one is quite sure who she really is, but she's definitely not a woman to underestimate. When a local developer is found dead, the Thursday Murder Club suddenly finds themselves in the middle of their first live case. So, one of the quotes on here is, "Funny, clever, and compelling. Mystery fans are going to be enthralled." Which, you know, sounds like it's going to be a very good time. Hopefully not quite as goofy as the last book that we read, which was the 100-year-old man who climbed out his window and disappeared. Which I wasn't a huge fan of, but it was basically like, that particular book was basically like a Forrest Gump type story, but it was not as funny. So, whatever. But yeah, I'm going to be reading this week. If I might read some more of my other books that I haven't finished yet, but the main focus of this vlog is this book. So, I'm excited for it. So yeah, I'll check in a bit. Pasta and Stargate. Ooh. Hello. Just getting a quick check-in because I have read 70 pages so far. And it's pretty easy read. I have to say at least sometimes I enjoy books that have really short chapters. And the average page for this book is probably like 3 pages, which is a little obnoxious, but there's even some that are just 1 page, but it makes it pretty easy to get through. So I do like that. Otherwise, I don't know, this genre is not like one that I read a lot, so I might have gotten bored if it was really long chapters. But so far the characters are interesting and likable, except for like the owner of the property. He's kind of an ass, so. But that's fine, you kind of need some of those. So the murder that is obviously alluded to in the description happens fairly quickly, like page 40, and that's perfectly fine. I appreciated that they didn't just delve too deeply into everybody's character right away, because I feel like that can be developed throughout the book. Most of the chapters are just third person, and it's following various different characters. But there is a reoccurring POV, and that is Joyce. She's writing a diary about what's happening right now, so that part is reoccurring. You get to see like a first-person experience in that regard, which is good. I'm glad it's not just a whole bunch of first persons. Sometimes that can get exhausting for me, but I do like Joyce. She's really sweet, at least so far. I mean, we don't know a lot about her background. She used to be a nurse, so the way she got into this murder club was that they were asking her, the people that were in the club already, asking her like health related questions for like this one case they were working on at the time. She's fun and she's cute. I also like Elizabeth. She's kind of like, she's resourceful and funny, and then also you're not really sure how she's getting her information, so obviously she's not afraid to like do things against the rules, so that's fun. And just recently they recruited a female cop to help them. This cop currently wants to be on the murder squad, but she can't. She made some sort of mistake in her life that isn't alluded to yet, so she's like basically just bringing the other members of the police force like tea and stuff. So the murder club residents, they trick their way into letting her be a part of the investigation, so now she's gonna help them. So yeah, it's basically ended there. So yeah, I'm interested to see what happens next. So far the characters are likable, like I said, and I'm not bored yet, so that's a good sign. So yeah, I'm gonna keep reading. Hopefully it continues well. Coffee time. Then off to more reading. Made some decaf with butter and MCT oil for some energy. So yeah. Coffee stream. Good afternoon. It is Wednesday, and I have finished part 1 of the Thursday Murder Club. The little shock that you get at the end of part 1, I was not really expecting, at least not like that. I started to have some suspicions of certain people, and then something else happens, and then I'm like, whoa. So are we looking at like 2 criminals? Are we looking at more? Are they related? It's getting me. I mean, I just expect this to be really goofy and not super, like, it's not really a thriller, I would say. So I'm really intrigued to see what they decide to do. If certain outcomes happen, then I might be disappointed because it'll be I would have guessed it too early, but we'll see. Because it is throwing me for loops here and there with different people. I'm enjoying it. I am currently on page 178, so about halfway, maybe not quite. But here you are. That kind of reminds me, I was going to show off my little bookmark. It's like a little feather. Look at that. I like it. So yeah, I'm going to do some more reading. Hopefully, potentially I could get it done today, but it just depends if I actually sit down and keep reading it. So we'll see. I'm going to drink some coffee and read my book. So I'll check in.
Estimates indicate a single Nakaba generator would be enough to bring it back online.
Why can't we use our generators to get the weapon systems of Atlantis working?
Because those systems...
Alright, it is now Thursday morning. I got really close to finishing the book last night. I got up to page 304, which is chapter 102. So I have less than 50 pages left, so I figured I could record me on the home stretch. But yeah, I am really enjoying this book though. I am very interested to see how it resolves, because so far all of my random guesses that I've had have wrapped up in a way that makes me think that they are innocent in this regard. Not innocent entirely for other things, but basically everybody in this book has a secret, and you suspect pretty much everybody, at least a little bit, which is cool. But even if one of the main characters happens to be, you know, the murderer or whatever, you still kind of like them, so that's also a cool twist. Even if they, you know, did these horrible things, which some of them have done horrible things in their lives, but at this point, you kind of like them all still, so that's cool. All the characters are good, basically. They all have pretty good backstories, and they have touching moments. Pretty much all the characters have, like, something good that they are doing, even if they maybe aren't the best people in general. So like one of the friends, or the friend of most of these characters, for instance, is in a coma, and a lot of them visit her and, you know, talk to her like she is still conscious, which is sweet. And there's a lot of like deep moments relating to that kind of stuff. Like pretty much all of them know somebody who is really sick, or they have lost someone in their life that was really important to them, like a wife or a husband. So it's a cool it's cool to see these people dealing with real life things that probably most of us have dealt with, especially of the older generation. And it feels pretty realistic, even though it's like very goofy. So yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm very interested to see the end, how it wraps up, and I'll let you know if I like the ending, I guess, when I get there. Okay. Alrighty, I just finished this book. So, there are so many, like, loops and turns that I did not quite expect everything, that's for sure. And there's, like, things that get wrapped up that I didn't even think about or remember or even know to think about, so, wow. This book is good, so I definitely recommend it. I'm going to be thinking about this book for at least a little while. It did not disappoint. It was not a cheesy ending. I'm not sure what else to say, but that I hope the rest of my book club people enjoy it. I say I'd give this at least 4 stars. It's like really good. I don't know that it's like the most thrilling thing ever, but I think the humor was more important than necessarily the thrilling bit. There's a lot of heartfelt bits that are included, which is nice. There's some revelations that you see. Yeah, I guess that basically wraps up this vlog, because I just wanted to read this book during it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what my friends on Discord think about the book as well. So I guess I'll see you guys next time. I might try to vlog this weekend, but it might be next week. So got some more books to finish up. But yeah, until next time, I'll see you later.